could. You see, my God, he done shed his face on thee. And you ought to love him for it, because he crowned my good. He told me he would. Every brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I thank you, Lord.
All across America, what was once a dream of those who came before us has been destroyed for many of us through capitalism, loss of democracy, lack of appropriate education, and the disenfranchisement of community. These destructive spirals have left us with communities in crisis. From lack of education to mass incarceration, emphasis are on building jails and closing schools. We are in a crisis. This stress in our communities has led to increased mental illness, suicide, now even in children, bullying and violence among our most valuable asset, our students. This crisis has led to the calling of the United Communities of America, a 501c3 nonprofit organization whose initiative is focused on the reduction of crime through the promotion of peace, healing, and positive change. In 2010, the mission to create peace was officially declared by the Detroit City Council. It was a unanimous vote that the proposal was accepted to adopt each 22nd day as the city-wide Day of Peace and Healing. The first proclamation for this monthly initiative was issued by former Mayor Dave Bing. The UCOA began its mission with a message campaign. God said, "Thou shalt not kill," which was and is still the message used to protest against violence. This campaign initiated 2 city-wide motorcades in Detroit, fully supported by funeral homes. Over 43 funeral hearses participated, displaying "God said, thou shalt not kill" car magnets on each hearse, followed by over 300 family cars and police escort, all united in a city-wide motorcade against violence. Then, in 2017, a collaboration of churches, businesses, labor unions, and citizens sponsored another historical initiative of the UCOA. April 22, 2017. 46 billboards that all read, "God said, thou shalt not kill," were placed citywide, continuing the protest against violence. Each 22nd, a citywide Day of Peace and Healing is now officially proclaimed in 10 cities: Detroit, Hamtramck, Jackson, Westland, Romulus, River Rouge, Inkster, Southfield, Dearborn Heights, and Ecorse, as a No Violence Day. This concept has been embraced by churches, clergy, law enforcement, businesses, labor unions, civic and faith-based organizations, and politicians.
Well, I think having a day that we carve out not just once a year but every single month is so important to make sure that people are aware of the need to all come together as a community to seek peace in our communities. Public safety, the ability to walk freely, to be able to go to school, to be able to go to work, and know that you don't have to worry about being the victim of violence is just the very essence of what it means to be part of a community. But the only way that happens is when the whole community comes together and says we will not tolerate violence from anyone.
If we could really raise the consciousness of our population to say, look, I can't do anything great, but I can do something small. When you have a whole bunch of people doing small things, it becomes a great thing. And I think if we can really raise the level of consciousness and get people to think, I'm going to do something, one little thing today to help promote peace in our community, and they really start, it catches on and starts snowballing, I think you'll see a substantial change.
Well, Pastor Ovella, we are indebted to you, and I hope I've helped even a little bit in making this happen here in Detroit through Mayor Bing. but the whole notion of dealing with peace in our communities and in our country and in our world is very important.
But still, the violence continues. And so do we. The United Communities of America presents our Youth Violence Prevention Initiative, Students for Peace, Code 22. Students for Peace invites students to participate in a friendly competition towards devaluing violence and promoting peace, and it's working. It began as a pilot project in 2013. River Rouge High versus Romulus High, both schools competing to earn points for promoting peace. Both schools reported no violence on the 22nd, and both schools sustained a culture of calm school environment even after the competition ended. Next, the competition was launched in K-8 Emerson Elementary Detroit versus Carver Academy, Highland Park, with the same amazing results. In 2018, UAW Ford sponsored the Students for Peace competition. Vice President Rory Gamble requested that the program be implemented in Ecorse because of his love for the city. The competition began October 22, 2018, Ecorse High versus Robichaud High. In 1 month, Robichaud students bought into the program and won the competition.
One of the greatest experiences I've had since implementing the Students for Peace program was when we asked the students to create a video about peace. And we told them that, they didn't have to try to be extensive, just let us know what you think, what you feel. Make a selfie, just a video expressing yourself about peace. And I was absolutely amazed with the results. When they turned in this video to me, that they went far beyond what I could ask or think. It reminds me of the song that says, I believe that the children are our future, to teach them well and let them lead the way, show them all the beauty they possess inside. Well, that's what this video did for me. It showed me all the beauty that they possess inside. All they need is just an opportunity.
The next competition began December 1st, 2018. And Ecorse High was faced with great internal challenges. On December 17th, the unthinkable happened.
But we're going to begin with security concerns at a Downriver High School after several fights break out at a boys' basketball game. And the district is so concerned about the safety of students, classes were canceled today, and they will be again tomorrow.
And tonight, parents showed up at the school board meeting at Ecorse High School demanding the district address the violence. Jermont Terry is there live tonight. Jermont, was any action taken at this meeting tonight?
Kimberly, the superintendent definitely heard an earful. Tonight, he reassures parents that changes are coming. As you mentioned, this is all a result of those many fights that broke out involving adults and students here at Ecorse High.
Make sure we'll have that. I'll leave myself when people call me. I call every parent.
The Ecorse school superintendent tries calming the concerns and fears of angry parents. He stands in the same hallway where a melee broke out Friday during a boys' basketball game.
All these kids, guys, just come out of nowhere.
It was a riot. It was a bunch of grown men trying to fight children.
My son could have died.
This is how Lakeisha Walker's son left Ecorse High. 16 staples were needed to repair the gash to his head.
I feel for my child's safety.
The brawl at Friday's after-school game forced the district to shut down the high school Monday and Tuesday.
There was more than just a regular fight.
Superintendent Joshua Tallison says they had security, but no uniformed police officers and no metal detectors were used. But that's changing moving forward.
Why are we doing it in retrospect?
Because we quite honestly, we never had the need to, quite honestly. We've not had any incidents of that nature prior.
And I understand that you all were told this was the first incident. No, it's not.
There are cameras in the building, but the superintendent says those cameras did not capture the corridor the fight spilled out onto from the gymnasium.
We're getting cameras installed tomorrow for that area. That's because of that situation.
Y'all got cameras, but they don't work. I mean, nobody's safe.
The district will spend the 2 emergency closed days to enhance its safety plan after countless online threats. Now, I should point out that I did talk to some parents who say it's too late. Their children will not be returning here to Ecorse High. The superintendent saying when classes resume on Wednesday, students will in fact see changes in security. He also points out that he's working to get uniformed police officers and or sheriff deputies at all after-school activities in light of this incident. Reporting live in Ecorse, outside the high school, Jermont Terry, Local 4.
And Jermont, was this just a fist fight, or was at any point, were there weapons used during that fight that you described on Friday?
Kimberly, it really depends on who you talk to. The mother whose son got that gash in his head, she contends it came from a gun, the butt of a gun. However, there are no reports to police that weapons were used. However, they did not have metal detectors in use in this incident. So that's why they're doing all of these sweeping changes.
Yeah, certainly more to come on this story. Okay, Jermont. Devin.
But the Students for Peace at Ecorse did not let what was mostly outsiders deter their tenacity. The day the school reopened, Pastor Ovella went from classroom to classroom to encourage the students to never give up and told them that they could still win if they united their efforts.
Late last year, that huge fight at a basketball game at Ecorse High School made headlines. But today, a celebration at the school after a big turnaround.
A program that has students preaching peace is definitely making a difference. 7 Action News reporter Anu Prakash shows us what's changed.
Since that brawl here at Ecorse High School last December, we're told there have been no fights here, thanks to the work the students have put in. Nigel Kearney was so sick of the violence at Ecorse High School, he thought of transferring.
I felt like all the violence and fights and just like everything is something new. It wasn't a good environment.
Fellow junior Ayanna Craig says it felt like there was a fight here every week.
I thought the fight would never stop.
But now they say there's been a drastic change since a huge fight at an Ecorse High School basketball game made headlines. No fighting. They say it's thanks to Pastor Ovella Davis's Youth Violence Initiative, where students learn conflict resolution.
It puts two schools in competition to compete on ways that they could devalue violence and they can promote peace. And they gain points by positive initiatives towards peace. They lose points through fights.
Ecorse High School has been in competition with Robichaud High School every month since last October. Ecorse won the latest round and today got a trophy along with the pizza party.
They have done just a phenomenal job. Amazing what the students will do when you give them an opportunity. And once they experience the peace, they want to continue it.
And this program right now, let them know, is another option besides just going blow to blow or pulling out a gun. I mean, I'm lost without this program. My kids can focus on academics. They feel safe.
Nigel and Ayanna say students have been empowered to show the value in being peaceful, something they want to see continue.
It starts with you first. You have to be more positive and want positive for yourself to spread to others.
Oh, I feel like I'm important because I'm helping other people, stop fighting, stop violence.
So far, Ecorse High School and Robichaud are tied. We're told this friendly competition will continue through the school year. In Ecorse, Anu Prakash, 7 Action News.
All right, Anu, thank you.
Students for Peace, Code 22, is a national initiative. Our goal is to gain community support for a clarion call to adopt each 22nd a national initiative for citizens to observe as the city-wide Day of Peace and Healing. A No Violence Day in America. All citizens are asked to mark each 22nd and make it become a day of peace and healing. We hope that this presentation has been informative and has brought clarity to you of the initiative of the United Communities of America's Code 22 and Students for Peace Youth Violence Prevention Program. We ask for the community support and commitment towards our objectives of the reduction of violence through the promotion of peace, healing, and positive change. The United Communities of America, creating a new consciousness to communities in crisis. Together we can. United we stand, and we have a plan.